Hi, my name is Bronwyn Jane. I'm a psychic medium. Welcome to video number 3 of our 3-part video series, Embracing Psychic Children. Now, if you haven't seen 1 and 2, go back to those videos and watch them, where we talk about how to identify the children, the challenges these children and teens experience, and how we can support them. In this video, we're going to talk about a couple of things that are kind of common that show up, and even some nice skills that we can start to bring into their world. Now, let's talk about sleep. It's a challenge for any psychic or medium, intuitive, empath, no matter whether you are young or older. Sleep is always a challenge. The mind works different. It's very, very busy. It has to work that fast to be able to translate energy. The problem is we need to slow it down to go to sleep. So we need a practice to slow down the mind to get ready for sleep. The other thing that we need to be aware of is when our mind does slow down enough, then we notice everything. So your child may, when they were really younger, have not have had an issue with sleep, and then they got to a point where we could not get them to go to bed. They were scared of the dark. They thought there was monsters in their cupboard. These type of things. It's because now they're noticing. As they're growing now, they're noticing. So sleep is an issue. So we need to be aware what they're saying. So if they're saying they're seeing things, even if you can't see them, don't disregard that. Think about how we can work through this. So night lights, even eye masks. So the seeing is less. It may not totally disappear. That's why I use the word less. If they are hearing something that you can't hear, I'm going to encourage a couple of things. Either we can work with the earbuds that we put in to block out sound, or maybe an age-appropriate meditation music as they go off to sleep will be an answer. The other thing to consider is if they're saying that they are noticing someone in their room or in their space, once again, we're not going to say that that's not true because we're supporting the children. Consider how can we get an electronic device to draw spirit out. Maybe there's a TV in a close by room that we can put on to draw spirit out while the child goes to sleep. Maybe there's a radio that we can put on, something like that. Spirit does love electronics and it will move them. The other thing to be aware of, treat this no different as if it was anyone else in your child's bedroom when they were trying to go to sleep. You tell them to get out. It's the same kind of thing. Even if you can't see them for yourself or you can't sense them, trust your child and actually use your imagination as if you could see them and tell them to get out. We do have this ability to enforce these rules, whether you're aware of it or not. The other thing I'm going to say is socialization is an issue. Now, we covered this in video 2 of the why. Your child or teen finds their peers boring. Unless they're lucky enough to stumble across a group that is just like them, then that's fabulous. But most of them aren't lucky enough for that. So their peers will be boring. You will need to put more effort into facilitating connections with peers and teaching your child about how to build these relationships, because your child's interests are unlike their peers, and that will always cause a problem for them. It doesn't matter how they grow, what age they are, it is a constant for them that their peers will be boring. They will struggle to find a space to connect with them because the interests of their peers are going to seem a little bit dull to them. They're not going to be at the depth that your child is looking for. So you're going to really need to spend time educating your child and giving your child the skills to connect on that level. The other thing that we need to be aware of is things that we can bring into our child's world. Now, these children are quite often very creative. Give them a creative outlet. And if we can use a creative outlet and combine their connection with whatever they're drawn to in energy, so whether it be the spirit world, whether it be animals, if we can join these two together, we have a perfect match. So think about how we can bring creativity into their world and allow that to be an outlet for them to process what they are experiencing. The other thing to be aware of is the spirit world is really nice. It's never mean, never calls them a name, unlike their peers. So they can easily become ungrounded because they're always going to want to be connected to the spirit world and have their energy quite high. So we need to be aware of bringing grounding into their world and understand what grounding really is. So they will need time to do activities that earth them. So get some knowledge on what that is and what works well for your child. The other thing that I'm going to say is they will benefit from meditation. We all will benefit from meditation. Everyone should do it every single day, as far as I'm concerned. It is great for our health, physical and mental. It also allows us to connect within ourselves. So age-appropriate meditation is a lovely practice also for these children and teens to bring into their world, specifically the teens. The younger age group, we have to wait until they get to a certain age before we can work with meditation. It's a little bit harder for them, but the teenagers definitely need to start to bringing meditation daily. Small segments of meditation will just benefit them greatly. So think about how you can bring that into their world as well. And lastly, the most important thing that they need is for you to seek knowledge. Your child got this ability from somewhere. Maybe it's you. Maybe you had experiences yourself when you were younger. I'm going to encourage you to understand what they are experiencing. That is the best way you can help them, is to get knowledge yourself about what they're experiencing. It may even open up something that you have closed down in the past. As I said, my name is Bronwyn Jane. I'm a psychic medium. I have included a link here of a sheet that I want you to download that has some more tips on there that's going to help you through parenting and caring for these magical children. Thank you for spending some time watching all these videos and connecting with me in this process. Have an absolutely wonderful day.